Haim, Conrad Sewell, megastar in his own right, of course, responsible for these songs.
So who you loving when I'm not around? So hold me up, oh, hold me up, no. I think about all the little things that still remind me. There's a hole in the middle and it never miss. Can we start again?
He was the man that came forth and
Beautiful.
said, if you rejig your band, if you get it back together, reform it, happy to be the front man. We confirmed he said that he's happy to do
Still
that.
no.
Still no. We're
going to get right on that tonight.
Tomorrow. Let's go on.
First thing tomorrow. Busy tonight, first thing tomorrow.
But we've been working on the band.
Yep.
Our band, Rob Thomas of Maxbox 20, he was the first person to front it. We played Santana Smooth, Jack's on guitar, Haim, you're on electronic drums, and myself on trumpet. We've reformed the band. I'm playing synth at the moment as well as trumpet. And we've been at loggerheads a little bit, the band, would be fair to say.
Yeah.
Panic probably set in today, and we all went, okay, we need to work a little bit more together.
Part of the song is a big part of the song is the saxophone solo, which you'll be playing on trumpet, Ando. Now, you fairly arrogantly have gone, I'm sheathing the trumpet till the day.
Yeah.
Which I know what you're doing. You're just setting yourself up for a big underdog story. Because rather than coming in and letting us see the mistakes, like I was at your house this morning and the trumpet's out, so I know you're practicing.
I've had a look
So
at it.
let that be exposed here during the band meeting.
Yeah.
You're secretly practicing
Of course, not secretly.
to run home
Happily practicing.
Well, why don't you bring the trumpet into the rehearsals?
Okay, we'll trumpet tomorrow.
All right, it's unsheathed.
I just
Look,
know I don't have to practice as much as some of the other people in the
and I don't think I do either because
Well, you're the other person I'm talking about when I say that sentence.
I just feel like, yes, it hasn't clicked yet for me, but when it does, you'll eat your words. And I hope it does by Friday because it'd be a real shame if I clicked on Saturday.
If it doesn't work out, we spent a lot of today's rehearsal working on things to do
Contingencies.
if things go wrong.
Yep.
And we think we found one.
Today we had a bit more teamwork than normal because if we had to just answer one question, are you ready?
Yeah.
Like we'd have to say if it was showtime today and the stage manager came to our dressing room and went, "Oi, are you ready?" We'd have to say, "Look, we're not.
We're not.
We haven't
Tell
learned
the crowd to come back
Tell the
tomorrow.
crowd we need at least a few more days of rehearsal, and we apologise for getting so close to being ready but not being ready." So that's what today's rehearsal was about, and I think we came up with not a bad strategy. That's the only bit I've rehearsed. So imagine what I could do with the rest of the song. You know what we should practice?
Yeah.
Somehow if we lose time, everyone getting back to me.
Interesting.
You know, we should practice
someone
being in disarray.
If someone
like a
loses,
code
if someone
word.
loses time, isn't there one person in
No,
charge?
but if
of
you
time?
speed up, if you get off time, anyone can get off time. Anyone in the band can get off time. That's a
Yeah.
fact.
But I think the
Like we should
idea
have
is
a
the
run-
drums are always keeping the time and then the other
What I'm saying is we should have a
instruments sink
rendezvous point, like if we were scouts.
in.
Like
Yeah.
our footy teams practice.
Like if you get lost at the show and you have to all meet.
Yes, let's have a meeting point.
Okay, where's the meeting point?
Because can I just say
That's
this? Here's
If we're
something.
lost,
I want to make a pact. We never stop.
Yeah, I agree.
We should never stop out there.
Okay.
And we
'Cause
never
it might
start,
get messy as
even
hell.
if the start's bad, we
We
plow
never
on
stop.
through. Yeah, I
we
agree.
don't quit. We don't stop.
Great. So what's the meeting point?
I suppose
If
it's
it gets
just
too messy and we're all in a different spot,
like, do I just like if I yelled out a code word or
Yeah,
something?
good
Like
idea,
if
yeah.
I yell, meeting point.
Why don't we
And
do
just go
the
back to
why isn't the meeting point always back to this part where it's because then we have that big break.
oh, then we got a big
then we got a big
pause.
break. Yeah, why don't we
Yeah,
just yell? So let's practice being messy.
Okay, yeah. And then we go meeting point, and then in fact,
So
what
we're
we
all
should-
over the. So we're all doing
yeah.
meeting point.
That's good. That's really good.
It's good. Does this happen in many bands? Is that a thing? You're in a band, Endo?
It should. We don't have a meeting point. We just
You're not a circuit breaker.
end up getting booed off.
That's good.
One more crack at the meeting point.
We're ready.
So everyone in a different spot. I've lost you guys.
All right, Conrad, meeting point. Shut your mouth. Go again.
Yeah, then we're back into it.
You just don't want to have to go over to the meeting point too soon. What if we have like 3 or 4 meeting points in this we're back to the start of the song. That is the flaw in the meeting point strategy.
It's also really sobering when you listen back to your rehearsals, isn't it? When we're going, let's practice being in disarray.
No need, boys.
No need to practice.
Because essentially the meeting points idea is like another life in a video game.
Yep.
But for anyone that games a lot, you do get bored of a level after a while. Like if you're not really making it to the end, there's only so many times you can restart the mission. Whereas, say, even if you were doing it for a crowd, they would go, "Oh, look, maybe you're just not cut out for this mission. We don't want to keep seeing you start from near the start." Can I throw one thing in?
No, you can't, because we've got to go to a break.
I just like to say I need a better drum kit.
What?
Like, it's not sounding good when I hear the playback. It's not.
Mate,
it's a dud. It's rubbish.
electronic drums.
It's
you can't
junk.
sound.
It's Jack's brother's kit, and it's a piece of junk. Like,
Okay.
get me a better kit.
We vote for who was the worst. We've got to go to the break.
Well, I should have immunity because of the kit. And you guys are all playing state-of-the-art instruments, and I'm on basically a toy. I just think it's rubbish.
Hamish and Andy.
Once I was 7 years old.
Hamish and Andy driving you home.
There's Lucas Graham there with some of the biggest musical moments of his life laid down on the record. Now, some of the biggest musical moments of our life are happening this Friday, aren't they, boys?
Well, yeah. I mean, we've got our band together. You're on electronic drums, Jack's on guitar, I'm on trumpet and synth.
Yep. Conrad Sewell will be our lead man, our front man.
Unconfirmed.
Still, yes. God, we've got to get onto that. I just feel like we've got so many things happening at the moment that we're struggling to prioritise them and just check them off the list. Now, for people that aren't immediately aware of Conrad's work, he's responsible for these songs.
So who you loving when I'm not around?
Great track.
Cause your kiss don't feel the same, baby, since I've been away. Who you loving?
I said these songs,
But we
Jack just loaded up one. He's done others. He's
He's going to
red
play
hot.
them.
He's red hot.
He's red hot at the moment. He's going to be our front man. Ham, bad news from us. We rehearsed yesterday.
Yep. So we mentioned we're playing In Excess Never Tear Us Apart. That is the song that we have to do.
Got this text yesterday at 5:56 p.m. from Darren Middleton, the guitarist of Powderfinger.
Sure.
Andy, your band sucks.
Hey, Darren, we're on the air, mate. Stop texting us during the show. If you've got criticism, please wait until you've hung up the headphones on one of your acts.
Then he's followed that up with the one I just heard with Ham, not your band, the other band, because my other band's actually played with him before, so he just wanted to qualify.
So what, mate? My dad can probably still lift up 3 bags of cement, and he's 65.
He wanted to.
So we've all got cool things happening in our life.
He wanted to clarify though that he's talking about us three, which hurts, man. And I wrote back, yeah, the drummer needs a bit of work.
That's just a cheap shot from the alleged trumpeter who until today had his trumpet sheathed and for no good reason.
He wrote a suggestion. He wrote back a suggestion.
Yeah, sack the synth player.
He said, yep, he may play better with earmuffs on. Actually, hearing the music only seems to cause problems for him.
No, because you guys are distracting. I mean, this isn't... Let's not turn this
Then
into...
rock.
Let's not
There's
turn
a
this
rock
into...
emoji, so you know it's
No,
Darren.
that's him giving you a 2 out of 5 for your playing. That's 2 fingers up out of 5. So that's you getting 40% from Darren. That's what he's saying to you. You're at 40% on your synth.
He's fine with my work.
On your synth. He's not fine with it because I got a text message from every other musician in Australia. No, in all seriousness, I did get a text message from John Farnham last night saying, get rid of Andy. Here's the thing, Ando. No. Let's get it all out
That
the
was
table.
before today's rehearsal. And could I that's why I need to get that out of the way.
Yep.
Because today I turned to you and said, not bad.
Yep, okay. About an hour before the show, we actually had a rehearsal.
And you said to me, we were going to rehearse an hour before that, and you said, I need more time.
Well, you know what? I went to a website that is about learning the drums, and I think I spent about $12, and you buy. And this is the thing. I keep looking at the song. You guys, you can go and read music. That's fine. You have that option available to you. Jack, you learnt guitar.
Yeah.
You're a minor virtuoso, which is disappointing. Then looking at the quality of your guitar in the song,
exactly.
because I think your comedy festival song, your show last year had 10 songs in it where you played difficult guitar. Then who do we get at rehearsal?
I know.
This timid
Yeah.
goose strumming away on the guitar. Bring some of your performance from your comedy festival show. That's my feedback to you.
Good feedback.
You guys have both got ways to tackle the problem at your beck and call. All I've got is watching the video of John Farris, who's the drummer from NXS Play, and then looking at my drum kit and going, try and recreate that. Yeah. All I've got is trying to mimic him. So I'll go to a drum website and I'll pay $12. So you get the video of how to drum and the music.
How to drum in
This
excess?
song.
Or,
No, just how to
okay.
drum this song. It's $12 per song on this website. So you know it's good stuff because it's $12 a song. Then, so you get a PDF that's the music and MP4 that's the video. The MP4 wouldn't download. So all I've got is the PDF that's the music. I don't know what the music is. I can't read it. So I'm still the kid in the exam looking at the question going, it's a 3-hour exam. I've been looking at this question for 2 hours and 50 minutes and I've had no breakthroughs. So I've had my back up against the wall while you guys have got actual music reading ability to fall back on. And so you know what I did? You know today when we...
You went for a walk for a while. Jack and I rehearsed by ourselves.
I went to the toilet.
Okay, because
You know
Sam,
what?
our producer, walked past and went, is the only guy that needs to rehearse sitting this one out.
Well, you guys said it's time to rehearse, and I wanted to get a bit of time in, and I still had no tactic. I wanted to get some time in before the rehearsal, and I didn't, because we're in here, things are happening around the station, you go from one spot to the other. Like, I just didn't have time, didn't have any home time, right? You guys were starting to rehearse, and I needed to make an excuse, and I said, I'm going to go do number 2. So I'm going to go to the toilet for a little while. And I went and sat in the cubicle and went, come on, like, Haim, you're in trouble here. You don't know what to do. Your band's rehearsing, and am I right in saying here, at a rehearsal, you're meant to come with having practiced
Prepared.
personally? Yeah. That the rehearsal is not the time to practice. You're actually meant to show the team what you've got.
And you're right. You had a because we do have a go at each other for practicing in our band.
Yeah. It's a bit hard because we always like to try and catch each other practicing to be like, ooh, he wants it, he wants to be good. But at the same time, you get in trouble for being bad.
I'd been practicing.
Yeah, you've been practicing, Jack's been practicing. So let me ask you this question. What happened? How, with no practice, did I go to the toilet for 5 minutes and come back and actually play pretty well in rehearsal?
I wondered how this would swing back into you doing a good job, because I thought you were going to admit that you don't do so well.
Well, I mean, you have to admit that my drumming day was ace. Like, way better than it has been.
It's not 100%.
yeah.
Way better than it has been.
It was. It was better than it has been.
Do you want to know what happened?
What?
I made a promise to myself in the toilet. I decided to play my way. I've been trying too hard to play the way society
Farris.
wants me to play
Yeah.
and NXS wants me to play. And I just threw it away and went, you know what? Don't even think about the other guys are doing. Play your way.
Yeah, good.
Feel it out.
Yeah.
And that's what you guys got today.
Yeah.
And I've now got 3 days to really lock into that and play my way.
Yeah. Still play. There's very iconic parts of it that will require you play.
I don't know if I'll do them. And I've also got a bad kit.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hamish and Andy to drive you home, and very excited to be doing so, Ham. Look, we're a day out.
We're a day out from our Logies Spit Roast party, and that means we're a day out from playing together as a band with Conrad Sewell.
Yeah.
Now, we've had a quick jam today.
Yes,
Quick.
we haven't confirmed Conrad yet.
Nor have we ever done the song properly. I don't know
Did you
if
say
you
we did that
idiots...
today?
I don't know if you monkeys are aware of that, but... There's so much larking around and so much, I assume you think I'll be funny to play a wrong note on the keyboard here, or be funny to honk a wrong note on the trumpet.
Yeah.
There's so much of that going on.
Are you finding it funny to not keep time?
I'm playing at my speed, and your job is to keep up. Because I'm the pace setter. I'm the rabbit in the greyhound race. Now, if you can't catch me, you can't catch me. Don't be ashamed. Not many greyhounds can.
But what out of time? It's like you're in a running race. You're stopping.
I'm a rabbit.
You're hitting.
Catch me. Don't make excuses, dog. Get me. What I'm saying is, it's
You're
not
as
a bad
scared
thing.
as a rabbit.
It's not a bad thing.
When you're drumming, you're as scared as a rabbit.
Yeah, you know what? And I'm glad you're playing trumpet like you've got a greyhound muzzle on, because it just sounds ridiculous. Look, what I'm saying is, if we can just tone the insults down for a second, I know it's one of our band's strengths. What I'm saying is, listen, it's not a terrible thing. There's an old saying in showbiz that you never want to be good in rehearsal. You never want to...
No, I don't think that is. I don't think that is a
You
shame.
never want to be good in rehearsal, because what if it gets out of your system before the night? What if you waste a good performance in rehearsal? Now, by the laws of probability, we are due. We are due for a cracker tomorrow because we haven't had any yet.
I'm more nervous about whether we've done 2 weeks of practice and not confirmed that the frontman, Conrad Sewell, of course, star singer, is going to be willing to be in our band. We're going to find out after 5. He's going to join us. Apparently, he's flying back into the country, of course, for our Logie Spit Roast.
We will chat to him. The 4 words we don't want to hear are, guys, I was kidding. When I said, I'll sing with you. We haven't even told him. I don't even know if he knows what song we're doing.
We'll find out after 5 o'clock. But after this, Ham, speaking of problems, which, look, our band's got a few of them.
Got a couple of kinks to
I
line out.
caused a massive one for my girlfriend.
Oh, no.
As Amy should Eddie. Haim, Conrad Sewell is back in the country. He's definitely performing tomorrow at our 9th annual Spit Roast party. He's responsible for hits like this.
So who you loving when I'm not around? 'Cause
And many, many more. A new single, Remind Me, he'll be playing. But Haim, we had him on the show a couple of weeks back to talk about his music. And we're talking about the Logie Spit Roast party. He brought up the fact that he'd bumped into Rob Thomas, the original frontman of our band. You on electronic drums.
Yep.
And
I think
Jack on shaky guitar and myself on trumpet.
Just trying to think about our band's history. I think the only frontman
we've had so far
of our band. Yeah, that's right. Because we only rehearsed for 3 days. Played the backing track for Rob Thomas to sing "Smooth," his song. He did a great job of that, and then the band disbanded.
That's why we're surprised that Conrad Sewell, because that was months ago, brought it up.
I'm thinking I bring Rob Thomas down and we put the band back together.
I'm going to say yes.
Wow.
I'm going to say yes.
The electronic drum kit nearly got thrown out this week.
No one wants it around.
Only if Hamish doesn't wear a shirt.
Mate, it's a festival of meat. I got to let my girls out.
That was it, actually.
He actually said, "I'll get Rob Thomas." He didn't say
the band back together.
In our heads, we sort of progressed as if he said, "Guys, listen to me really closely. I'm Conrad Sewell, and I want to sing in front of your band. Please reform and take it seriously, because I am."
Yeah.
But he didn't say that at all.
That's the first time I've listened back to that, and it's very
I forgot he
tenuously.
mentioned Rob Thomas. Doesn't matter. We progressed on. We just took that as an absolute solid that he wanted us to play. And we have thrown ourselves into at least thinking heavily about learning In Excesses Never Tear Us Apart.
If people have been following this, our rehearsals are surrounded by insults between the three of us rather than playing
But
much.
it's easier. I mean, life, it is easier to pick apart someone else rather than focus on improving yourself. And we shamefully embody that notion.
Shamelessly, I think so.
Shamefully and shamelessly, which is weird that we can be full of shame and have none.
Today we got together for our final rehearsal,
Which is scary because we've never done this song properly.
and
But you also don't want to peak, as they say in showbiz, never rehearse properly.
this is how it went down. All right, guys, I've got an announcement I'd like to make.
Sure. Yeah, I got one too, so far away.
Me too.
All right. Well,
No, mine's a question, but go ahead.
okay. Mine's a suggestion. Do we hold off insults until Friday? The game. I just wanted just for
Insult-free rehearsal?
Well, I mean,
It's pretty bold.
I know we're going to be uncomfortable doing it.
But do you mean hold off today, but it's fair game tomorrow?
No, I think maybe no insults till we're finished.
Wow.
Well, hang on, so...
It's just so different to how we've practiced from now on, but that's fine.
I'm mainly doing it for Hamish's sake. I'm mainly doing it for your sake.
Here we go. What a surprise that the captain of the band is trying to change the whole flow of the band the day before. And I'll tell you why he's doing it, because I'm getting too good. So he's trying to rattle me by taking away our number one security plank, which is insults. I vote no.
I vote no, and you're a pig.
I've heard it.
All right, kids, listen up. I'm going to message. I just want you guys to try and understand. Tomorrow, we are going into battle.
Yeah.
And I want everyone to have their game face on and be 100% focused at all times.
Are you just excited because your new kit you can actually do a drum roll?
I can't actually talk in drum roll.
Okay.
Is this military drum roll?
Let's go from the top. Are you happy enough with the kit? You've been complaining about the gear?
This is better, but it's not the best.
It's pretty good.
I've smelled a lot of excuses coming out of the
No, we found it.
synthesizer side of things.
It was very confusing, but we found the sound that we needed, so we're all...
Yeah, well, it took ages, so let's rehearse.
All right. No blaming the equipment then.
Of course there is.
Go.
You missed the first note.
A few minutes of rehearsal later,
Well done. I've got one question.
Yeah.
Because Conrad's so good at guitar, if he gets there on the day and says, I can do guitar and sing, would you guys kick me out of the
Of course, yeah. Yeah, of course we would.
Yeah, that'd be awesome, Jay. Man, it'd be so good to have Conrad play guitar in our band.
That's what I'm hoping.
So I'm not even on stage then.
There's a chance.
No, there's a hope. That's a hope now. I mean, I hadn't thought about it, but that's a real wish.
I need you to turn my page music.
The one you wrote yourself or the one you bought
Turn
online?
over the serviette.
We'll chat to Conrad Sewell next to see if he's...
Not many bands are praying for a breakup the night before their first gig.
We'll chat to Conrad Sewell next to see if he, in fact, will do this.
we need to really wind back the clock and find out where his head's at on this.
Haim, Conrad Sewell is back in the country, back especially for our Loki Spit Roast party. Of course, he's the man responsible for this song and many others. Remind Me is the new one that's getting smashed here on the station, many other radio stations.
It is not an understatement to say this is one of Australia's greatest ever vocal exports.
Yes.
And tomorrow he will be teamed with one of Australia's greatest ever instrumental bands.
Yeah.
I think in terms of... This is you, Ando, Kathleen, Jack and myself. Yeah. We're getting our band together for our Logie Spit Roast tomorrow. Yeah. We've been practicing our guts out. If you've been listening for the last 10 minutes, you've heard some of the rehearsal. Yeah. I think we're ready. I think he's ready.
Well, we're nervous because we actually have never confirmed with Conrad that
that's
he
the only thing,
agreed
isn't it?
to do this.
Yeah.
And he joins us
that's
now.
the one issue left.
Conrad, are you there?
Boys,
Mate.
what's going on?
Well, look, a lot's been going on for us, but we also realise that we may have gone off half-cocked.
Look, this is big for the band. Well, this is like all of the Guns N' Roses getting ready to... this is like us getting to talk to Axl for the first time in a few weeks because, like, as a band, we've been doing some things, but...
we don't have sign-off from you. We've just gone through the whole story there.
Yeah. How's the chemistry going?
Look, the chemistry's great between us three.
It's electric. Like the band has great electricity in it. Sometimes that can be focused in a negative way, like lightning strikes of insults to each other, and then at other times it can be focused in a more positive way, like in a defibrillator machine to bring someone back to life if they're feeling a bit down. So we have ups and downs as a band.
Can I suggest rehearsing with your shirts off? Hamish, have you done that?
Hamish hasn't unleashed...
saving it for game day.
His B-cups yet for game day. Essentially what we need to know, Conrad, because we haven't confirmed this with you yet, is, are you fine to be the front man? Because you just mentioned it in passing that we should get the band back together and you'd be involved. We went off, selected a song, started practicing, and then didn't check in with you for 2 weeks.
I know. I just got a demand through my management, and to be honest, for me, it was an opportunity I couldn't resist.
Yes,
to get together, to get together one last time to have a crack at it, or one last time for the first time,
or one first time.
An unbelievable classic.
I do like the idea that it's Conrad Sewell and the band for one first time
only. Conrad, we must stipulate though that the rules we offered Rob Thomas do apply to you as
Yeah.
well, because you are a professional, and obviously we don't want to tarnish your beautiful name that's just going nuts at the moment around the world. So the rules are simple. We start playing. If you don't think the music's good enough, you don't have to come in singing.
Yep.
You can just walk off.
All right, that seems fair.
That seems fair.
Okay.
Good.
The other thing
It's a
is...
hard song, boys. I don't even know how you're going to go.
Has someone told you the song? Because I've also realised that, yes, it's Never Tear Us Apart by INXS. So we're on tomorrow, and the lyrics are readily available online, and we're really looking forward to playing with you.
All right, no one drink too much tonight, because you guys need to deliver.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I'm the drummer.
Don't drink too much.
You don't know what I'm going to do. That's what makes me such an exciting drummer.
He wears sports sunglasses. He wears wraparound cycling sunglasses.
I'm so glad you said yes. I think they're actually like cricket fielding sunglasses. But so glad you said yes, Conrad, because I'm at the moment here nervously chewing the end of my $165 glasses that I went and bought from Rebel. They're very good Oakleys. They're great for catching fly balls. Actually make it a bit difficult to see the drums.
I can't wait to see this.
All right.
fun.
No dress rehearsal. Straight into it.
Could I ask Conrad a quick question? I suppose in terms of performance courage, you've played the most in front of big crowds, and you know what that game day feels like. This is a question more... I mean, anyone can use this advice, but it certainly will help me. There's one bit of the song where every time when we come up to it, I blank, and I go, I've got no idea what I'm doing here, and I'm convinced I'm not going to get through it, and I just have to really dig deep and trust in my skills. I mean, do you ever have that feeling on stage?
To me, no, not really. Usually, I come well prepared.
I'm trying.
It's probably that intuition of yours, mate. Intuition, you just use that. Like you said, you've got it. It's there.
Put more effort into this than I have into raising my child this past week, so I'm trying all I can.
Conrad, we'll see you at the party tomorrow, mate. Thank you so much.
All right, boys.
See you.
Thanks,
We'll
legend. See you tomorrow. All right.
Good band meeting.
Isn't that crazy? He
Nice.
never blanks.
No,
That's crazy.
he's-
What a feeling.
he seems on top.
I actually can't imagine what it would be like to be doing music and not blanking and panicking.
Hey, Andy, we're driving you home.
Just kidding. I'm feeling good.
It's here! A ninth Logie spent roast of any party with me. We have the most. But half our system is spinning in Sydney. It's flinging grease across to Kirribilli. It's here! And we have to say that our event makes the real Logies look like a kid's party. So get the juicy roast into your gut. Oh, Shagunsberg won't touch it, so there's more for us. Not vegan friendly.
Hands off the right, everyone! Hamish Daddy to drive you home. Doing it in Sydney at our 9th annual Logie Spit Roast Ham. Looking out across a sea of people preparing themselves for a meat coma. Yes, they'll wake up on Wednesday and wonder what happened to them. But it's going to be a great time.
So many people already have experienced the meat, have gone on one of the little VIP tours here at Meet and Meet, where you meet the meat, then eat the meat.
Yeah.
One of the only meet and greets where you can eat the subject of the greet.
Yeah, a meat and eat.
There's still tons of meat spinning here. It's slowed down now to about a lazy 200k an hour spin, but earlier today, just before the party, it was about 400, 500k's an hour, and that meat was really spinning. Got a beautiful crowd here, hundreds of people packed onto Sydney Harbour as we prepare for the 9th annual Logie Spit Roast Party. And not just a few hundred here, but at least 7 who are also illegally outside the fence pirating this audio, which thankfully is free. So continue to pirate, guys.
Enjoy. So many people joining us today. Samantha Jade, Stephen Peacock, Carl Stephenogate, Lisa Wilkins, Scott Cam is going to be up shortly. The Madden brothers, Joel and Benji, of course, back good. Charlotte performing a little later on, but excited because there's a fellow that, look, we're in a band with him.
We're in a band with him.
Yes.
He's our bandmate.
He sometimes plays in another band, but predominantly he's in our band.
We know him as Con Dog, Connie, the Mad Con Man. I mean, that's just band stuff. That's just nicknames. You guys know him as Conrad Sewell. Would you please welcome him to the stage?
Conrad Sewell!
Yes.
Welcome, old son. Nice to see you again. Look forward to our first rehearsal / performance. We're going to get out of your hair, though, and let you play with your other band. This is Conrad Sewell, Who You're Loving, everybody. It's Hamish and Andy.
Guys,
we
what
are
a
driving
treat.
you home for Pants Off Friday. Pants Off Friday, everybody. Hamish and Andy driving you home for Jetstar's Hello Sunshine. Hey, this is exciting. It's Hello Sunshine Opera, I should point out. Conrad, well done.
So good, man.
Thanks, boys.
We hope you're leaving some in the tank, though. I mean,
Like, how you feeling? Was that you didn't give everything there? Yeah, have a drink, like rehydrate. Because this is hors d'oeuvres. This is like, don't fill up on this.
Oh, no, I'm ready, boys. I'm ready.
Okay, good. At one point, I mean, the band's amazing.
Well done, guys.
And particularly right at the end, you guys were so tight. And Haim
I
turned
feel
to-
is this weird for you because it's like this band is sort of like your sort of casual girlfriend,
This
but where
is the
your wife.
craziest thing. I am actually way more nervous about playing with you boys than anything I have to do beforehand.
Don't be, man. We practiced for 10 days.
Hamish looked at me at one point and went, they're pretty tight.
They're tight.
As if Hamish now is a musician and has the authority to be judging you
the
guys.
best is him backstage saying, I've worked out the formula. H is for hands and F is for feet.
Yes.
Well,
So hands, feet.
Man, drumming's so hard if you've never done it before. But one thing I noticed about the band, and we don't often say this, but it's worth saying. No mistakes, guys. So well done. Like, really well done. And you neither, Conrad. Like, no mistakes.
Thanks, man. I'm all about no mistakes here.
Like, is that, like, all the time? Do you play with no mistakes?
How's it feel?
Because to us, that's a crazy concept.
And like when you got through it with no mistakes,
You didn't
none of you
cheer.
guys looked at each other like, wow, did you see that?
I got through a rehearsal with 4 mistakes, and I threw my sticks out the window. I was so excited.
Conrad, you have been everywhere. I mean, name the cities in the last couple of months. It's been incredible for you.
Yeah, it's been cool, man. I was in Mexico City last week, and then I was in Paris the week before that, and
New York City.
New York
you were
City. I
with
was
Fallon?
doing Fallon in New York.
I
which was
heard
cool.
your birth name for the first time. Can you repeat that for everybody?
It's Conrad Ignatius Mark.
Is that
It's
whole
just-
thing on your passport?
That's actually on my passport.
Oh my
yes.
God, you'd have a passport like a checkbook.
Really long one. Do you have to put the whole thing in when you fill out the
Well,
form?
there's only 2 lines on the little form, so I just do Conrad Ignatius. But yeah, it's pretty head-doing.
That
Well,
is amazing.
if it's possible, like from a legal perspective, maybe you play with our band under your full name, and like you just play with the other band under this stage name,
I
Conrad
think
Sewell.
that'd be better. Whatever works for you, man, is what I'm down for.
Well,
the
whatever
new-
works for me is being good at music, and that's not an option.
Another thing I wanted to point out about your band, again, it's very good.
Great
but
guys.
There's no drums.
Yeah.
No.
At any point...
Well,
did
I
you-
mean, we actually just fired our drummer. We've been looking for someone, but
Haim?
I'm ready.
He looked at you and said, we're looking for someone.
we want someone with soul. Hey, you got soul?
Feel this. Feel my heart.
I honestly thought he was putting my hand somewhere else there.
Feel my bass drum.
Well, Conrad Sewell, everybody, the new single...
What an audition for the drum part.
The new single is Remind Me. You're going to play that for us now. And then you're
Yep.
back to play in our band. We've reformed for you specifically. Never Tear Us Apart by Excess. Take it away. Conrad Sewell, Remind Me. Incredible work,
Man, thank
guys.
you so much. What a treat.
Please, be a little longer.
Pants Off Friday. It's our 9th annual Logies Spit Roast Party. Hamish and Andy with you. Looking out across the Opera House. The sun sets.
This is amazing.
And Haim,
This is history.
I feel sorry for the guests previous to now because I could tell that you were just sitting there drumming in your head.
Couldn't think of anything to talk. If you've just tuned in, maybe you've just joined us for the first time, wherever you are around Australia,
Welcome.
Welcome to the greatest musical day of Conrad Sewell's life.
Yes.
Because What is about to happen after a little bit of a run up, and we've got an explaining package here that we're about to play for people to give them the history, but essentially we're about to play here in this historic venue, Ando, looking across Circular Quay as the sun sets. And we're going to give it our best shot. We're going to focus. But before we play that package...
Haim, you'll be on electronic drums. Last time we had our band together, you were accused of having breasts. You say it was a soft lapel on the jacket that made it look like you had nice women's B-cups.
I can't drum with a covered torso because of the heat my body generates while I'm drumming.
So now he's gone full tops off.
At the request of Conrad, I'm tops off. My buzzies are out. I was going to wear a sports bra, but I'm going to just go renegade and let them fly around as I drum. But before I drum, to fulfill another promise we made, Ando, we have a young lady called Ness here. She's in Sydney. She got her wisdom teeth out yesterday, couldn't fly to the party.
The doctor wouldn't let her fly to Sydney, so she took the train here.
Ness, you took the train.
Yes, 12 hours.
And to add...
You thought you were catching the train to Sydney, but in fact you were catching it to paradise, because we want you to have the giant honour, and this happens before every gig, at every concert, for every band in the world, of greasing up the drummer's chest with pig grease.
That's all I've ever wanted.
Okay,
to
here's
add
the tray of
insult to
fat.
injury, she's just had her wisdom teeth out, and now she has to do this. I don't know what's more painful.
She's got gloves on, Ando. She's going to dip the hands in and start greasing me up as we listen to the how we ended up here.
Go for it, Ness.
It started when we invited Conrad Sewell to perform at the Logies Spit Roast party, and he dropped this bombshell.
I'm thinking I bring Rob Thomas down and we put the band back together and maybe we really make it a night.
I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes, yes.
The electronic drum kit nearly got thrown out this week.
No one wants it around.
Well, maybe we get Conrad up, Ham.
Only if Hamish doesn't wear a shirt.
If you don't wear a shirt...
Mate, it's a festival of meat. I got to let my girls out. Not only will I perform topless, I'll grease myself up with lamb grease.
The grease from the spit roast.
And if the gig goes well, I'll then run and slide through the crowd.
Oh, mate, this is turning out to be an epic adventure.
So the band was back, and so was the infighting.
I want the song we picked to be so hard that you fail and can't do it. I don't want a middle of the road easy trumpet song for you.
No,
because I think you'll look too good.
Yes. I have the same fear as Jack's going to have on petrified guitar.
Great one, Ando.
I forgot that this is what happens.
Main instrument we play is the insult horn.
We made our song selection. In excesses never tear us apart. Clearly not a great metaphor for this band.
Even though that sounded pretty bad, my correct note to wrong note ratio was much better than Haim.
But unlike Usain Bolt that knows he's in the final, I'm easing off at the moment. I'm not running at finals pace yet.
But we're as prepared as we'll ever be, and Conrad is ready too.
For me, it was an opportunity I couldn't resist.
Yes,
To
great.
get together one last time to have a crack at it, or one last time for the first time.
Or one first time.
So please welcome for the first and only time, the Hamish and Andy Band with Conrad Sewell.
Conrad Sewell, everybody!
There's the boy.
I've never seen something so disgusting as Hamish Blake covered in pig fat on the drums with his top off. Hopefully he plays so ferociously that the friction he fries himself and we get a crisp Blake by the end of it. Jack, as scared and nervous as he normally is on the guitar. And I'm sitting in front of a synthesizer that we just worked out how to turn on.
Some trouble I've just realised as my hands are quite slippery now. We've obviously never done a dress rehearsal with the grease. Conrad, this is just another day at the office for you. As our frontman, you've taken your hair out though, and that is...
Yeah, I thought we'd do it for Michael Hutchinson. You know,
Oh,
so-
mate, we need
touch.
all the tricks.
Let's do it.
We need everything right now.
Hang on, we're not going into it now, are we? Like, I mean, a bit more chat.
Hey, you said you were ready.
No, this is it, man. Like, what band have you seen announced that comes out and banters for a first song?
If it was up
They
to
don't
me...
go, you too, and then Bono and the Edge come out and argue
How
for
good
a
are
bit.
Hamish's glasses, honestly? They're the best.
If it was up to me, if I was the drummer, is it Larry that's the drummer for you two? I'd encourage the band to do 45 minutes of chat just so I could be up the back, just quietly remembering what noise all the drums made.
Hamish is in sports sunglasses, full wraparound. Look, the rules are simple.
Focus.
Yes, that's for your rule. You've got to focus.
Are you too, hotshot? You got two instruments to play and you're bad at both.
He's true.
You've got
true.
18 notes on the trumpet, so don't be strutting around like it's the hardest thing in the world.
I'm just thankful that you come in late because the rules are if we don't sound good enough, Conrad's allowed to walk off. We've got to be up to scratch, and he's basically live judging us. If he decides to sing, we're going okay. Thankfully, Hamish does nothing for the first minute. Oh, we stand a chance.
Sorry to everyone out there that plays the tambourine or manufactures tambourines that Andy thinks your instrument's nothing. Sorry to all those people and that families that have put roofs over their children's heads with tambourine sales that Andy thinks your job's a joke. No, I'm on the tambo, Conrad. You can count on me, mate. And then it gets hectic. You know what to do. I almost do. Jack's got an easy job. Andy's only got 18 notes. Let's do it.
Jack does nothing.
Yeah, Jack does do nothing. Jack does nothing.
And then during
the most
Jack's got the riff. Can we stop fighting and just play the fucking song?
then during rehearsal, Jack asked to be turned down. You're trying to hide, Jack.
Stop trying to hide, Jack. Stop trying to hide.
Conrad, don't try and stop us from what we do best. Insults and infighting.
Okay, the other rule we have in the band, Conrad, that we've been talking about at rehearsals is just we never stop.
Yeah.
No stopping, no matter how bad it gets, we just push through. Right. We might yell meeting point at one stage, which means we go back to an earlier part of the song. You'll be able to pick it up from there. I hope we don't have to use a meeting point, guys. I know we've got this.
All right, good luck, everyone. I'm going to put my microphone down because I need both hands.
Good luck.
Good luck, everyone.
Let's do this.
Don't ask me what you know is true. Don't have to tell you I love your precious heart. Sing it, everybody. I was standing, you were there, two worlds collided, and they could never tear us apart. We could live, for 1,000 years, but if I hurt you, I make wine from my tears. I told you, yes I did, that we could fly, 'cause we all have wings. You know why? But some of us don't know why. Hey! I was standing, you were there. Come on, hey! Two worlds collided, and they could never tear us apart. Everybody sing it. You were there, two worlds collided, and they could never tear us apart. I was standing, and you were there, our worlds collided.
to Conrad Sewell.
Unreal.
He took the biggest gamble, but he believed in 3 young kids. Hamish, you look disgusting.
And now we're going all the way.
High fives.
I would crowd surf, but I'll slip through everyone's hands and break my neck.
As Conrad announces his retirement from his other band, thank him once again, and we return with Good Charlotte, everybody. It's Hamish Andy, the 9th annual Logies Spit Roast Party. We're driving you home. Haim, we just played Friend, Family or Stranger with Delta Goodrum, who's just left, and just been passed the correspondence from her mum that's since come in to the text message.
Which, if you just joined us, we made Delta text her mum and a few other people in her phone. Oh boy, I kissed Warnie last night. Is that terrible? What did her mum say?
That's not terrible, is it? Was the
Sorry,
idea. Yep. Yes, it is. Back from her mum. Delta then wrote back, ha ha, with a couple of funny, laughing emojis. Delta's mum went, pashed, ?
Yeah, this is not a laughing matter, young lady.
Delta wrote, yeah. She wrote, OMG, no, when? Just after the gig, on my way back to the room. And that's when I can't believe you've actually believed me. And then Delta's mum wrote, you're an idiot.
You don't joke about things like that. Thousands of girls a night fall victim to Warnie. Not a laughing matter.
And that's where it's been left. So good to see that the fun continues long after our guests leave the premises.
Wonderful that worm was devoured by a big fish in Delta's mum.
Delta performed well. Fair to say that our band probably performed better on Friday.
If people miss this, and we've had a lot of people sort of on Facebook and Twitter and coming in through various pipes, email,
pick your social pipe,
Instagram, pick your social pipe. You can have more than one pipe. Yep. A lot of people have a favourite pipe though.
At Hamish and Andy.
They've been coming in saying, hey, listen, you didn't vote for the worst member in the band.
Yes, which is what our band does. After a rehearsal performance, we sit down and have a vote for the worst member. The official video of us playing with Conrad Sewell fronting our band, you on electronic drums, myself on synth and trumpet, and Jack on, I suppose, sporadic guitar. He didn't have a lot to do, did he?
He didn't have too much pressure on him at no
Jack,
point.
Turn your microphone on. You can defend yourself.
At no point was the song resting on Jack's shoulders.
No.
But he was still involved in the scrum.
Careful how many stones you throw right now, because I'm still undecided about which way I'm voting. And
Jack, you did a great job.
Thanks.
Let me throw a cupcake your way. Didn't have the whole song on your shoulders, but you had a fair bit of it, and you've got really strong shoulders. Well done.
It's a very important part you played, that guitar.
Hey Jack, I loved your stance that you used for your guitar.
Go to HamishDaddy.com.
You were conscious of your stance, weren't you?
Yes, because without going into it too much, when we did the Rob Thomas song, people mentioned that I stood like I don't know, like an idiot, I guess. So, I didn't look like a cool rock star. So this time I tried to.
I was
very conscious. Yeah,
Go to HamishDaddy.com and please comment on whether you think Jack pulled off looking more like a rock star.
Rate Jack's stance. We have also had a lot of people saying, "Can we hear the song again?" Even if they didn't ask, we were going to play it anyway.
Well, we have to play it with the infighting that happens before the song, because I think we know that our band does fighting better than it does music.
Sure.
So this is hark back to 4:45 on Friday. As Conrad Sewell took the stage. I've never seen something so disgusting as Hamish Blake covered in pig fat on the drums with his top off. Jack, as scared and nervous as he normally is on the guitar. And I'm sitting in front of a synthesizer. The rules are simple.
Focus.
Yes, that's for your rule. You've got to focus.
And you too, hotshot. You got two instruments to play and you're bad at both.
He's true.
You've got 18 notes on the trumpet, so don't be strutting around like it's the hardest thing in the world.
I'm just thankful that you come in late, because the rules are if we don't sound good enough, Conrad's allowed to walk off. Thankfully, Hamish does nothing for the first minute. We stand a chance.
Sorry to everyone out there that plays the tambourine or manufactures tambourines that Andy thinks your instrument's nothing. No, I'm on the tambo, Conrad. You can count on me, mate. And then it gets hectic. You know what to do. I almost do. Jack's got an easy job. Andy's only got 18 notes. Let's do it.
Jack does nothing.
Yeah, Jack does do nothing. Jack does nothing.
And then during
the most
Jack's got the riff. Can we stop fighting and just play this song?
Then during rehearsal, Jack asked to be turned down. You're trying to hide, Jack.
Stop trying to hide, Jack. Stop trying to hide.
Conrad, don't try and stop us from what we do best. Insults and infighting.
Okay, the other rule we have in the band, Conrad, that we've been talking about at rehearsals is just we never stop.
Yeah.
No stopping no matter how bad it gets. We just push through.
All right, good luck, everyone. I'm going to put my microphone down because I need both hands.
Good luck.
Good luck, everyone.
Let's do this.
Don't ask me what you know is true. Don't have to tell you I love your precious heart. Sing it, everybody. I was standing, you were there, two worlds collided, and they could never tear us apart. We could live for 1,000 years, but if I hurt you, I make wine from my tears. I told you, yes I did, that we could fly, 'cause we all have wings. You know why? But some of us don't know why. Hey! I was standing, you were there. Come on, hey! Two worlds collided, and they could never tear us apart. I was standing, everybody sing it. You were there, two worlds collided, and they could never tear us apart. Oh, said I was standing, you were there, our worlds collided, and they could never, ever tear us apart.
No one is surprised as us. Big thanks to Conrad Sewell.
Unreal.
He took the biggest gamble, but he believed in 3 young kids. Hamish, you look disgusting.
I would crowd surf, but I'll slip through everyone's hands and break my neck. Okay. First things first. It holds. It's still a great track, and I think we should add it to the music library here.
As a live
so
one.
people can request it during the Hit 30. Second of all...
Shazam it.
Shazam it, guys. Second of all...
Yep.
I know it's unorthodox for a band to cheer themselves more than the audience after they've finished a
That's
song.
what our band does, and you're looking for new
But we
things.
celebrate our wins.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Because we're grand final players, and we don't... that was no training drill. That wasn't
Yep.
kick to kick. That was the big game.
Do you think our final quarter was our weakest?
We knew we'd won. We were so far ahead. We knew we'd won.
Yeah.
And let's try and take some risks now. And I'll be the first to throw out there that I took a few little musical risks on the day. Some paid off, some didn't. But I tried stuff. And that, I think, is what makes me an exciting drummer. Jack, I noticed you two, you were doing a bit of, instead of just going strum, strum, what's that thing where you go strum, strum, strum,
Yeah.
strum?
Upstrokes, like
Yes.
Yeah.
When you're stroking back the other one.
What a risk. Come and watch our Daredevil band. Sometimes we do it.
No, that's what I like about Jack.
Sometimes we do an upstroke.
And sometimes I put some snare in where it wasn't meant to be.
Oh, yeah, I didn't do that in practice, did I? I saved it for game day.
Yeah, and that's what I liked because it's not exactly the same as playing with your guitar on fire or anything like that, but some upstrokes is a good little risk, especially.
All right, voting.
Well, it's just going to be verbal votes, isn't it?
Yep. I'm going to go Conrad.
Okay.
I just feel like he didn't bring it as much as we did.
Jeez, okay. Well, he did pretty well. Okay. I think I'm going to go... I think I'm going to go you and I.
Okay.
Just because you didn't take enough risks.
Jack,
I think I took a ton, and Jack was doing his upstrokes, so he just showed a different mentality for game day, and I think you were just joining the dots out there.
Okay.
Or the notes, as it were.
The notes correctly. And
No
Jack?
risk music.
Yeah, I did think you nailed the trumpet part, so congratulations. But you didn't take many risks. And, and I did, and Hamish did, and Conrad did, because he didn't just stick to the lyrics.
It's all come down to risk taking. This is my dream come true.
I vote for Andy.
This is my dream come true. This is the best system to be judged on. You've been voted the worst for performing the most consistently. That's the one thing our band hates. Practice and consistency.
What an idiot. I tried to do it properly. Go to HamishAndy.com, everybody.
That's
the
the
video's
votes.
up, and yes, I'm clearly on the bottom. It's a shame because I don't think we'll play again.
You're going to spend a long time
I
down
think
there.
I'm a long time on the bottom. But,
Take some more risks.
yeah.
Should have tried to play it with your bubbles. Should have tried to play ass trumpet. Your fault.
Oh, gosh.